In this lesson, we're going to learn about alkenes and alkynes. Alkenes are hydrocarbons with the formula CnH2n. Alkenes are compounds that have one double bond between the carbon atoms, and they are unsaturated organic compounds. An example of this is seen in your reference table on Table Q. Ethene. Ethene has the molecular formula C2H4. The structural formula looks something like this, where there's a double bond present between the carbons. Another example would be propene. Prop means that we have 3 carbons present. So I'm going to write 3 carbons in a row in a chain. The chemical formula is C3H6. And now I can add my hydrogens. Let's try an example. Practice question. Draw the structural formula for 2-pentene. Well, pent, the prefix pent means you have 5 carbons. Ene implies you have a double bond present. And this 2 here means that double bond is after the second carbon. So I'm going to draw 5 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can add my double bond after the second carbon, and I can draw H's, or the bonds, all around the carbons until I have 2-pentene. And just to clarify, carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where the double bond is after the second carbon. Let's take a look at another example. Here we have 2-butene. Well, how many carbons are present in butene? If you look at your reference table, but prefix means there's 4 carbons, where the 2 means the double bond is after the second carbon. So what I would do is I would draw 4 carbons in a row with a double bond after the second carbon. I can now add the H's around there. And I can label my carbons 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I have butene. Let's do one more example. I have 2-octene. The prefix oct means I have 8 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The double bond is after the second carbon, and now I can draw H's all around the carbons. Alkynes are hydrocarbons with the formula CnH2n-2. Alkynes have 1 triple bond, and they are unsaturated organic compounds. Let's take a look at an example of this. Here we have ethyne. The prefix eth means we have 2 carbons. The molecular formula for ethyne is C2H2. The structural formula is HC triple bond between the carbons, and that's what ethyne would look like. Let's look at another example, propyne. Propyne has the molecular formula C3H4, where the structural formula looks something like this. We can also condense this formula, and the condensed formula would be CH triple bond to C dash C H. Let's do a practice problem. Draw the structural formula for 2-butyne. Well, the chemical formula for that would be C4H6. But means there are 4 carbons. Yne, meaning there is a triple bond present. And that triple bond is after the second carbon. So I would draw 4 carbons in a row, 1, 2, 3, 4, where that triple bond is after the second carbon, and I can draw H's around them, around the carbons. And now this would be 2-butyne. The condensed structural formula would be CH3 bond to 2 carbons, triple bondage to a carbon, and then you have CH3 at the end. Let's do another example. Here we have 2-pentyne. Pent means we have 5 carbons. The molecular formula is C5H8. So I can draw 5 carbons in a row with a triple bond after the second carbon. And now I can add the H's. This would be 2-pentyne.